Chapter 68. Judgment of the Dragon. The last enemy falls. Trey, Knowles, Allegory, CHRONICLES. The death of the Anunnaki leaves a void of dread. The sky was silent. The world trembled. The ancient pantheon of deceivers, the Anunnaki, lay dissolved in the light. For the first time in millennia, their voices were gone, their temples fell, their strongholds cracked, their influence evaporated. But one remained, the oldest, the highest, the most cunning, the root of rebellion, the dragon, with his armies destroyed, his empire fallen, his deception exposed. He stood alone in the heavens, and all creation held its breath. The dragon's fury shakes the earth. The dragon screamed a sound that shattered clouds and split mountains. His wings unfurled like storms, his eyes burned like dying suns. His aura dragged the sky into darkness. He roared, "I am the first light. I am the rightful king. This world is mine." But the remnant answered, "You are a liar." The true Messiah said nothing. His silence was judgment, and the dragon felt fear for the first time since his rebellion. Hurry, he attacks in desperation. With a final act of madness, the dragon unleashed everything. Cosmic fire that warped the air, storms that tore open the fabric of space, sonic waves that bent oceans, black lightning that erased matter. Ancient weapons born before human memory, he hurled them at the Messiah, the pure light standing unmoved. The world watched as the sky erupted in devastation. But the light remained unchanged. The Messiah whispered, "You cannot strike what you cannot surpass." Everything the dragon released melted into nothing the moment it touched the light. The dragon tries to flee, knowing defeat was inevitable. The dragon fled, he tore through dimensions, ripped open stargates, vanished into quantum rifts, slid between realms unseen by human eyes. He sought the abyss, the void, the forgotten places of creation, anywhere to hide, anywhere to escape, but light is not bound by space. The Messiah was already there, waiting in every realm the dragon tried to enter. There was nowhere to go, not in heaven, not in earth, not in the depths of creation. The court of light opens, a great throne appeared, not built, not crafted, not formed, revealed. It was the throne spoken of in the ancient scrolls, the throne feared by angels and rebels alike, the throne from which truth flows and lies die around it gathered. The elders, the hosts of light, the watchers loyal to heaven, the remnant chosen from the earth. The true Messiah stood before the throne. The dragon was dragged before him, not by force, but by inevitability, for judgment is gravity to those who rebel. The Messiah speaks the verdict. The dragon hissed, "You have no right to judge me." The Messiah answered, "I gave you life. You gave the world deception. I gave you purpose, you embraced rebellion. I gave you light, you chose darkness, your kingdom ends here." The world faded, time paused, creation stood still. Every being, from the smallest child to the greatest celestial, felt the weight of those words. The dragon trembled. He yelled to the eternal light. Light poured from the Messiah's hands. Not gentle, not soft, but absolute. The chains formed, not of metal, not of energy, but of truth. Truth bound the dragon where no force ever could. He screamed as the chains wrapped around him, chains forged from the very reality he had spent eternity corrupting. The remnant watched as the enemy of their ancestors was finally subdued. He cast into the abyss. The Messiah pointed downward. A great chasm opened, the abyss reserved for beings who defied heaven and corrupted creation. Not fire, not torture, not punishment, isolation, absence, silence, the place where light does not go, because light is not needed there. The chains tightened, the dragon's wings burned away. His crown shattered, his radiance turned to ash. He fell without glory, without power, without hope. He fell like a star long dead, and when he struck the abyss, the gate closed forever. IX, the last enemy falls, silence blanketed creation, and a pulse of peace erupted across the universe. The skies calmed, the earth exhaled, the ocean stilled, the atmosphere brightened. The hearts of humanity felt lighter, as though a nightmare had ended, because it had the children of light declared. The dragon is no more. The remnant wept, the angels sang, the universe vibrated in harmony. The last enemy had fallen, and nothing in creation would ever be the same again. What this chapter sets in motion, with the dragon destroyed, the counterfeit kingdom collapses completely. The remnant steps into their destiny. The final restoration begins. The earth prepares for renewal. Humanity enters an age of light. Prophecy moves to its final chapters. The enemy of creation has been judged. The last deceiver has fallen. The age of light begins.